Today's billion-dollar question. If large language models were already so intelligent, why did engineers invent RAG? Wasn't ChatGPT already enough? Let's investigate this. Before understanding what is RAG, first let's try to understand what is an LLM. Now let's imagine a professor who has spent his entire life on studying and teaching. But one day he retires and stops updating himself. No new books, no new research, no new technology. And a few years later, you ask him something about that was invented after he retired. He still may be brilliant, but he simply won't know the answer because he has never learned it, right? That's how an LLM works. It can always answer from what it has learned during training, but it doesn't automatically know what happened after that. It doesn't search Google every time. It doesn't open Wikipedia. It doesn't call your company database. It simply predicts the next words based on everything that it has learned during training. So now let's imagine Apple has launched a brand new iPhone today, and you immediately ask the LLM, what did Apple announce today? How could it know? It has finished learning months ago, right? So when you have asked it, now the model has only two options. Option 1, it might say, I don't know, or option 2, it might guess. And sometimes it guesses correctly. That's what we call as hallucination. So now let's imagine you are an AI engineer building an LLM like ChatGPT. You have millions of users and millions of new documents and updates happening every single day. So now retraining the entire model every time when something new appears would take weeks and cost millions of dollars, right? So one of your colleague has asked you a simple question. What if before answering any user's question, the model could quickly read the information, understand it, summarize it, and then gives you the answer in its own words. Just like that, the problem was solved. That single idea has changed everything, right? Because now the model could actually use the latest information without being retrained. That is RAG, Retrieval-Augmented Generation. So now let's get back to our professor. Now, where our professor behaves much more differently. Before answering anything, now he quickly picks up the latest research papers and books, right? And he reads all the relevant chapters, understands them carefully, and then answers in his own words. Simply, that is RAG. So the RAG wasn't invented because LLMs were not intelligent. It was invented because memory is not same as the knowledge, right? Knowledge changes every day. The smartest engineers didn't build a smarter brain, but they built a brain that knows when to open the right book.